Right, it's now Saturday the 19th of January, and I was hoping I might be able to do some another wall, but January is always a bit short on money, and I've just had to pay out over 400, well in fact 402 pounds in unexpected expenses. So the wood for the wall, I'm afraid, it's going to have to be delayed until I get paid. So other problems of Christmas. January always leaves you short. Anyway, to plan a campaign for today, I've got these bolts, remember, or sort of hinges and things, and I need to make the holes square, so when we drop one of these through, it'll actually fit in. So it's a matter of filing that square. I have a file for the purpose of. And again, a similar line with the plates that go on there. And if I get all that finished, I've then got the window, which I need to assemble. And if all that gets done, and hopefully it stops raining, well, it's not really heavy rain, just like spitting, what I'm going to do is uncover the frame, and the moment the wall is only nailed, well, the OSB planking is only nailed on the wall, I need to screw it in like the other side. I did that a week or two ago. But I don't really want to get the electrics out when it's raining. Okay, I'm going to put this camera away because it doesn't like the water. Anyway, onward. Okay, that's the first hole file. Now when we put the bolt in, maybe slightly more. Yeah, that should be alright. It's now flush, you can't turn this. So that's good. So anybody from the outside has got nothing to lever on. Okay, rather a lot more to go. Okay, it's now about an hour and a half later. We have lots of square holes where the bolts should go in. I'll stop them turning. What I've also done is sprayed them again with some black paint to ensure that well, not ensure, but hopefully prevent a bit more rust. That one actually is definitely there. Still on the spraying point, drying, and now I've got to get on with the metal sheets. Okay, that's the first one of those done. We have 4 square holes. That's a lot quicker than the hinges, because that one is thinner metal and this one's rather thicker. And also the main advantage, I can get the file in the hole. The problem with the other ones, I was only working on the very end of it initially until I made the hole big enough, square hole big enough, in order to get the rest of the file in. These ones I can put the rest in, so it's just straight away using the whole length of it, getting a much better cut. So it's a lot quicker. Anyway, I've still got 2 more to do, which is sit in there. Alright, hobwoods. Okay, they will have their square holes cut in them, so they will fit the bolts. So drops in and the square bit beats up there. And we'll see, make it difficult for somebody to turn. That was a lot quicker, those pieces, than it was the hinges and things. Okay, next, the window, the bars and the window. Going to assemble that and put it all together. I'm obviously not going to put the well, it's going to be polycarbonate in the front. I haven't got that yet, and also there's going to be a rubber seal, which there's little holes in here. It will be holding polycarbonate in place, and there's going to be a rubber over the top here to seal it. So I've got to assemble that, because that's going to go into the wall, which I need to build next. Anyway, onward. Okay, I've connected the frame to the window bars, and this is the top. That's all done. Now the side ones didn't have any short enough bolts, so I've put longer ones in. I was thinking to myself, should I cut them off or not? If I don't cut them off, I can then put a piece of metal over it, but otherwise I'm not sure how it's going to sit. So, but working on the principle I can cut them off later, if need be, I'm going to leave them for the moment. Still got to do the bottom and the sill. That's the next bit, but I stopped for a short while because I had to go pick up my wife from the station and also had lunch. So anyway, let's get on with this and at least get this bit finished today. Onward. Okay, that's all together now. Still got to fill the holes to the top. Epoxy putty stuff, body filler actually, and obviously it's not blue, it's actually just a bit of cover for it. But I also need to put the polycarbonate in, and we need to put the rubber around to stop anything seeing in. That's the bars for the window. Obviously the flap on the inside, or what do you call it, where it is, we need to put that on as well, but I haven't finished that. That's mainly it. Hope we get the putty in later on today, but I've got short to go and take the boys. Shutter, that's it, shutter. The term I was trying to think of. Take the boys to Violin. Anyway, onward for the moment. I've got to clear up, and I need to be off shortly. And it's almost certainly going to be dark by the time we get back, so this might be the last filming of the day. Okay, it's now Sunday, and I'm going to finish off getting the window sorted. Now, thinking about this, I was mentioning about cutting these bolts off. Well, I thought about it, and of course, the thing is, imagine this is one of the vertical beams that's coming down in the wall. It's going to actually attach about there. Try to hold this up with one hand. Therefore, these things will be sticking out into the air, which is obviously no good. So I'm going to get the angle grinder out, cut them off, and fill the whole thing over, so it's covered over. And again, for all the rest around it. Also, these bits here that's sticking out a bit long, I left them initially because I wasn't too certain, but I need to chop those off as well. Okay, that's the plan of campaign. And if I get time to finish that, I've then got to screw down the tops, which is out there under the tarpaulin. I haven't taken that off at the moment, so I won't show you it, but that's what I have to do next, and not the tops, basically the panels, and so on. Anyway, onward. Okay, that's now all holes and things filled out. I used the angle iron to cut off the bits of the edges, and the whole thing's now been filled with epoxy filler. Bit of a mess at the moment, but I'm going to sand it all down and repaint it. So any gap or anything has been hopefully eliminated. Obviously that's currently sitting hard and should be I'll give it a few more hours. We saw that this afternoon. Anyway, next part of the project, we have the side wall. For a moment it's held in with just nails, you might be able to see them, and we need to hold it in with some screws, make it a bit tougher. Obviously you've got bolts to go in as well, but they don't really go through until we've actually until we've actually got the thing upright. But anyway, screws for the moment, and that's the next job. Onward. Okay, we're now about 3/4 of an hour later. I've drilled all the holes and put screws in, so we have screws holding it as well as nails on that side. So I've got to do the other side. Take a little longer, and then I have to find something else to do. The next thing I would like to do, obviously, is the wood, but as previously mentioned, sorry, not that side, but previously mentioned, I haven't actually got the wood for it at the moment. I need to start sawing off the right lengths so I can get the long pieces and saw them to the right length. But that means opening the packet, which is there. I don't really want to do that. I'm not actually going to use it. So it's going to get, these remaining ones can get wet. Oh, by the way, it's still covered in frost. It's really cold out here at the moment. Hopefully by the time I finished this side, the epoxy filler should have hopefully hardened. I can go with it. I still think I'm not going to have enough to quite get everything, well, not enough to do today. Actually, I suppose I could always start on the stump, which is, I haven't seen any progress, but I'm not really too worried about it because it's something that's quite late in the project. So I do need to get the power cable in place. In fact, actually, so the power cable will come up here. I'll leave it there, and I'd like to get it all the way laid round. That means removing the stump. Anyway, we'll see how time goes. Oh, by the way, in case you're interested, I also filled this here, the gap between the where I had to space it out. Had epoxy filler left, so I just did that. Although towards the end it was getting a little bit hard and not quite as smooth as I was like it to have been. Anyway, onward. I've just realised I'm really annoyed with myself. Of course, this piece goes at the end there, where that's the high bit and that's the lower bit. So that's the high bit and that's the lower bit. So therefore, this boarding should be on the other side, not on this side. I've connected to the wrong side. I'm really cross with myself. Oh dear. The other one's alright because effectively that's the high bit. It's the reverse way around at the moment. So when it goes up, it's on the outside. This is currently on the inside. Ah! Oh, I'm cross. Anyway, I'll take it all off and put it back on again. So much for running out of things to do today. Anyway, onward. Okay, I've got the boarding off, and I'm now going to turn this thing over and put the boarding back on the correct side. Oh dear. Okay. That's life. Anyway, luckily I didn't glue one of them. I glued the other one. So I connected it on. Thought, oh damn, I forgot to glue it. But this time I'm going to glue them both the right way around. Onward. Right, boards placed back on. All nailed down. Screws on this side all done. This side, I just thought I'd show you this. They're all sitting there ready to be screwed in. Do it this way so I can see where I've got them all. Got none are missing. And now I've got to screw them in. It also means I don't have to keep changing the well, that's got a countersink in. I need to put the drill bit in, not drill bit in, the screw bit in. And rather than me change it all the time, I just put everything in the right place and then just do it. So, about half an hour before the alarm goes off, and I have to go off to the shops to get some food, and which hopefully I should be able to complete get all these in that time. Okay, onward. Okay, that's all now screwed down. I've now got to cover it over because I've got to go to the shop shortly to get some food. But that should do for the time being. Also, I haven't got much done on the. Well, I was hoping to get this thing re-sanded down. Might still have a bit of time where it's light when I get back from going to the shops, but hopefully sand that down a bit if I get a chance. This may be my last record today. If I do get a chance, I'll possibly do another one. Okay, onward. Okay, it's starting to get a bit dark. I've got the external lights on the house. Right, one window frame with bars. Obviously no glass or polycarbonate plastic on the front at the moment. When I sanded it down, we have you can see where sanded so much you end up with all the paint's gone. It's fairly smooth, not perfect, but we'll give it a coat of paint and I'm sure we'll never notice. Smooth enough for the purpose of requirement. And there we are. Okay, no more time today. I'm going to pack this away and go and have a shower. Okay, that's it for this week. See you next week. Bye!